Which section?
Yeah, so you basically, well, let me ask like a prompt question so you can go. But do you think that in a way, editing has opened doors for you? Like, have you ever like, been commissioned?
Yeah, I've gotten multiple like it really comes when my videos do really well on TikTok. That's when I start getting a lot of DMs. So sometimes I'll get DMs from just people who I don't know, like some of them will be like, "Oh, I'm a singer. If you use my song, I'll repost it." But then others were like, "Oh, I'm a representative for XYZ music label and we're currently doing a campaign for this song. And we would love if you could use it. What's your like email?" And I not that I didn't think those were real because I actually did do some research and like if you look up the song that they are pitching you, you will find some multiple edits all from like the same time period because they were also DM. So it was real. But one time like actual like record label, like their actual TikTok account, like that was legit, it was verified. They DM'd me on um TikTok and they said we're doing a campaign for this one song. And basically it was really cool to work with them of just they told me, oh, we want like period a mix of period drama couples with contemporary like couples. So the song was about like friends to lovers. So I basically just had to go through a bunch of like I did like Lorelai and Luke from Gilmore Girls, like when Harry met Sally, just a bunch of like friends to lovers couples. And I sent them two drafts. One was without the lyrics with like the brat font, which literally takes forever. But I did one without and I did one with. And they're like, oh, we would like actually no, I didn't even do it at that point. I had said, oh, I might do a second version, but do it with lyrics in the brat font. And they said, oh, we'd really like to see that version. So then I had to go and actually do it. And they're really nice. They were like, yeah, we really like this version. Like, and then I had posted it, but then they were like, oh, we'd love if you could like include the song in the caption. So I had to take it down and then just it's just stuff like that where I thought it was really cool because just sometimes my captions are really willy nilly, like they're stupid. It's like, oh my god, you'll XYZ, you'll always be famous. But this was like, oh, like blah blah by blah blah. So it's really cool. Because something I've really come to realize, especially on TikTok, is because TikTok you can only use 5 hashtags now. So stupid. Like I literally think TikTok hates us. Like it hates editors. And so you have to use a lot of really keywords now. And it's just so annoying because it's like, oh my God. Like, but yeah, that's the one thing Instagram has. You can do as many hashtags as you want, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. And when they commission it, it was like you still have to post it on your account. It's not like you send it to them and they posted it in on the record label
Oh,
account.
I don't even know if commission's the right word, honestly. The way I understood commission, but basically the way it happened was they're like, oh, we'd love if you could make an edit and post on your account.
Ooh, okay, okay, okay. Can you say the name of the record label, or is that like confidential?
Yeah, I would say so. It was Atlantic Records UK.
Ooh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like I honestly like I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm not a big music person, so I didn't really know who they were. But then I looked them up and I'm like, holy shit, like this is like Charlie
Mm.
XCX's thing. And like it was actually kind of like an airball moment for me because I didn't realize it was them when I said the brat lyric trend, which is really stupid because like their profile pic is brat. But you know, it's whatever. But no, it was really cool. I mean, like I felt kind of bad because it didn't go viral, but it was still really cool to work with them.
Mm-hmm. And when you were talking about the Alice, I forgot their name, but
Mm-hmm.
the person who was doing like this whole video about how to get like the steps you have to take to get into the industry or to get commissioned to make editing like perhaps more of a career than a hobby. You were thinking like, do you plan that for the future? Like, since you have like done a commission before, do you plan to do it like maybe like look for them instead of them looking for you?
I would say maybe, like, I've started, like, applying for jobs on campus that are, like, creative media team, social media manager, just more stuff like that, because I think for me, like, I really wanna get my foot in the door through editing, like, for a brand, and, like, sometimes, I don't know, just I'm a bit intimidated sometimes, like, in just doing her steps because while she was freelance and just doing stuff, I think I don't know, she just, like I just oh my god, this sounds so insecure, but, like, she just was so good, and I think I'd like to hone my skills a bit more and, like, learn more techniques before I really start putting myself out there. Just because I don't know, I mean, like, obviously, there's always more to learn, but I just
Mhm.
think I just think I'm not as advanced as I would like to be when I start applying for those jobs. But at the same time, there's no time like the present. Like, who cares? It's better to find out and get rejected than to just never find out at all. So,
Yeah.
are you interested in like pursuing editing?
Yeah, also I'm interested. And since my career is also like very much connected to that, I plan to. But I feel like I also share that kind of mentality, like I need to like get better at my skills before I try to apply. So I'm also
Mm-hmm.
like very much like timid into like applying for jobs even though.
But something I've come to realize though is sometimes like when I was applying to some of my campus jobs, I mean to be fair, this is literally on campus and stuff. But so it's not like for a big company, but a lot of them are just impressed at all that you can use like a computer software, like just that you even know what any of that is. Or like, oh, you made a video that got this many views. Because like something I've like maybe I should pivot more of less of editor and more of to social media manager or something. Because while you still have like a final say in how things are like done and like you can still brainstorm with different ideas, but I don't know. I just kind of like the business side sometimes a bit more in terms of like, for example, I did this one Wuthering Heights. This isn't even business, this is just strategic. But I did this one Wuthering Heights like video and like based on the like I did this gothic romance video. And I'd already like been like, hey, this will be fun. Like I like gothic, like romance, I like gothic literature. So I just compiled on my favorite like shows and movies and stuff. And it just so happened that the Wuthering Heights trailer dropped around the time I was done with this edit. And I'm like, hey, like, there's a lot of people complaining that this trailer is not gothic like they wanted it. So, what if I just dropped it right now? And that video got like 1 million views in like 24 hours. It was crazy. Like, I've never seen that much traction over just that video. And like, it was really cool too, because it was like something I was already interested in. But it was cool to see that like everyone else wanted to see more of that too.
Mm-hmm.
I've constantly reheated those nachos though and just never achieved that same success. Because it's like I already have all the clips, so I might as well like make multiple different versions of this and see which one I like the most. But then by the end of it, I'm stuck with like 40 different videos and nowhere to put them. So Instagram like has kind of just become a lot of my dumping ground for like scraps and stuff sometimes. But sometimes they'll do well. So I'm like, hey, like maybe this wasn't as bad as I thought it would was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. Just asking, like, since you're in uni, right?
Mm-hmm.
College, what's your, what's actually like the thing you're studying, like your
I'm
career?
studying communications.
Oh, still like very much connected, right?
Yeah, I like honestly, I wish I'd gone for film because I don't know, like one of my friends last year was a film major and I was just really intimidated by it because I didn't start out as a as a communications major. I was a classics major because I was interested in like, Roman history, Greek history, all that. But I, because like I wanted to do the law school at one point, but sorry if you can hear my dogs, but they're barking right now.
No, it's
But
okay.
basically, I then transferred schools, and when I transferred, I applied for a different major. So I just communications because it was so broad. But my biggest regret is I wish I had just gone for film, because I feel like that's like a lot of the places, like the spaces I want to be in, you know, you need to have those connections of like, oh, editing. Like, I don't know. At one point I was like, maybe I could be a trailer editor. But to be a trailer editor, you should probably start out in the film school where you're learning basic editing like I don't know. I really like have always thought this, that I just need to take like a community college editing class. Like, because I'm like self-taught, or like through tutorials, or just like, wait, does this look good? Does this work? But sometimes it's like the most simple things, like I don't know how to do. So it's just like, oh, I don't know. I think it's like a weird thing, because how does anyone learn this? Are you self-taught too?
Well, when I began editing, I was self-taught. I don't know why, but I think everyone started with After Effects, and so like if it wasn't an app, they probably started with After Effects instead of Premiere, even though it's like the most
Oh yeah, dude. I
familiar.
didn't even know that like Premiere Pro, like I knew it was an option, but everyone always talks about After Effects. So I
Right.
was like, hey, like if I'm going to invest in any of this, might as well invest in the best one. But then I literally tried After Effects like the first day. I was like, what is any of this? It was literally like operating like a rocket. I was like, whoa, there's just like buttons everywhere. And so it took like, oh my God, I cringe looking back at some of my, honestly, I'm someone who like, I'm proud of it, but you know, it's always like when you watch an edit like from months ago and you're like, oh my God, like I guess it's like positive because it's like you can only go up from here, but sometimes it's like I posted that. It's just like, oh, it's just that's just how
Yeah.
it comes with learning any skill. But yeah.
hmm So I started with After Effects because everyone was doing After Effects. So I guess I was like, even though I was doing simple stuff, I was doing it there. And so I self-taught myself that. Then I started like watching tutorials and other effects and stuff like that. But when I went like now that I'm in uni, I actually, well, I think at least in my country, which is Peru, like the university or college systems are like a little different from yours. So um, I I am in communications, but it's kind of like related. Like it is technically the film major in my country. So I am like I after that I have actually like learned like technical stuff like of what is proper. And it's funny because I actually have like I think for one of the projects that I had to do for my editing course, I actually had to do like a trailer of a film that I have never seen before. So I had to watch a film and then do the trailer and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. So, and then I hop into animation and Blender and stuff like that. So
Oh, that's
I
so
think,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah, that's like honestly, I wish I had just gone for it, because I think it's just I'm someone who gets very. The thing is like I always just saw this as a hobby, you know, like I don't know, like I never saw it as like an actual career. Not because I didn't consider it to be one, but just I didn't have faith enough in myself that I could like make it that big. And so, not that I think I am, but just like, you know, wasn't willing to bet on myself, and I thought it was a bit more risky to go for film, because you know it's like especially in America, like it's really hard to break into that industry if you don't know anyone. And like, I mean, I go to school, I was born and raised in LA, me doxing myself, but you know, like it's like context, just because, you know, you grow up watching movies and you're surrounded by people who like want to be in this industry. And like the school I go to right in LA, and it's just like, oh my God, like I'm not right in LA, but like it's not like one of the bigger schools, but it's just there. And so you're constantly like talking to people who like, oh, like my father's blah blah, or like, you know, it's like
Mhm.
some of them though, a lot of them, like they're just like my roommate. She's from like the East Coast, and like she's really freaking out because she doesn't know like how she's gonna get a job with this degree. But you know, at the same time, in America especially, like no one's getting them. Like the job market's so bad right now. Like you might as well just do what you want, you know, and like do what you're passionate about. Because like if the computer science majors can't even get hired, like you might as well just do whatever you want. Like there's no safe degree.
Yeah. Also, I think in America it's probably a lot more competition than any other
Oh
country.
yeah.
Like
Well, just
the most,
Hollywood, like a
yeah.
very oversaturated market, but you know, it's like I kind of love it though. Like I'm someone who's competitive sometimes, and you know, when I see like a really good edit, I'm like, whoa, like you know, it pushes me to want to like not do better, but just like, oh, like I'd want to be in the same room as that person, you know. Like I'm actually pretty not shy about DMing people. I'll be like, oh my god, girl, like what song is this? You know, it's just like because you know it's like so community based that you might as well just take advantage of like the resources you have and stuff.
No, it's actually good. Like even if you're not like in film major, like if you like really like if you think about a film major, like at least in my country, it's more like networking. Basically, like you go to uni to learn it just because, like to have people to also do it and to like go into the world, and you actually have like contacts and stuff like that. But to learn the things that I learned in uni is like I think it's something that you can learn just by asking other people, like just by getting
Mm-hmm.
yourself like into other projects, like be interested in other people's projects. So
Yeah,
you
like
could do it.
I would say like, oh my god, one last thing. But like when I was like in my heyday of like 2020, 2019, 2020, I the biggest thing ever would be like I would edit like oh my god, like to me, I edited this one indie film, like the trailer of this one
Maje,
indie
mañana
film,
van a necesitar
and
el
like the director
parlante
like reposted it
según
and
las escenas
stuff
que
and
han
like
visto
commented
o
and I just
no.
thought that was so cool. And so like not necessarily that I was building that connection, but it's just sometimes you just have to like really go for it because a lot of people want to talk to you, like they want to interact with you and stuff. So
Hmm. Exactly. So
well, I'm so sorry for talking your head off, but this was a great conversation.
no, yeah, it was really good, and thank you so much. I don't know if you have anything else you think that you might want to add.
I would just say editing really has changed my life for the better, honestly. Like I'm someone who just has always needed like a creative outlet, and during COVID especially, like that's like it was really hard for me, just you know, as it was for everyone, just not being able to hang out with your friends, not like really to go out outside and be around people. So the online communities and stuff really were just there for me, and like we were all there for each other, and just it was such like I would not wish us to go back. Please no. But just, you know, it was really something like the friendships I fostered, like not really friendships, but like just camaraderie, I would say. Because even though it wasn't like, oh my God, like I was not making internet friends, but I was making like mutuals and just people I could like comment on their videos and they would comment on my videos and just, I just love that. So,
Okay, thank you so much for your words, and thank you so much for this interview. Like it was really lovely to talk to you, and thank you so much again for accepting. Like it really has helped
oh,
me.
no problem. Dude, I saw your message and was like, hell yeah. Like, this is such an interesting topic, like fan editing, because it really is so influential. Like, it's always been in terms of like, I've watched so many bad movies and good movies based on fan edits. So, it's really something really relevant.
Yeah. Oh, and if you seem like really like someone who like really reads about different kind of stuff and is
Hmm.
interested in these topics. But so just in case that you want to read more, there is like an essay I believe that is like really long or something like a
Hmm.
sort of book that is called like bidding, like,
Oh.
and basically that's what fan edits are called in like academic papers.
Oh.
Um, and there's this author like Coppola and so I think, and well she has written down basically what bidding is since like 2012 2008.
Hmm.
So if you I don't know if you want to
Yeah,
learn
I'll check it
more about
out.
that, like you can check that out, and yeah, just that.
You should also post your thesis. Like, I'm sure a lot of people would be really interested in that just because it's so relevant
Yeah.
to like our community and stuff.
I've gotten that comment before, so I'm thinking about it. At least the paper, like the short version to the
Mhm.
public. So
Well,
yeah,
have a nice rest of your day.
you too, you too. Thank you so much. Have a
Bye.
good day.
No problem.
Bye.